Welcome back. Welcome back to more Farming Sim. I'm just getting it ready. So I'm pretty sure the microphone does actually work because it was, I think it does. Is the microphone live? I think it does. Yep, it works. Ah, yay. Cool. Things are working. I think they're... Yay, everything's up. Yeah, you know, there's always those moments in life when you're looking at it going, hey, I wonder if things are actually working. Turns out, today they are. Of course, I found a secret to this whole situation, and that is, I gotta close Streamlabs. For some reason, you get like 2 or 3 times, and then you have to wipe everything, and then you basically start over. If you just close it off, it seems to work. And I have no idea why. If I had figured it out at some point, I probably would be better off, but... you know. This isn't my day job. I am a lot smarter than that from my day job. Well, no, actually I'm not, but we'll go with it. So yeah, this is Farming Sim. For all those that don't know or haven't been around, this is our 97th episode. We are actually, we're progressing. We got lots to combine this time around. We actually got, well, if you haven't watched, but you can rewatch all of this on YouTube under the playlist Farming Sim 22. Of course, we have sheep over here. We have sheep over here. We've got bees. We've got chickens. I've got honey over here. More chickens. The big barn over here is some moo-moos. So I produce milk. You can eat the moo-moos if you like. We do have a slaughterhouse, and I may if we get too many of them. But currently, they are producing milk. So yeah, we've got a lovely little mixing wagon here, and yeah, we're... Oh, Betsy just fell over. So tonight, we are working diligently, sort of. Oh yes, this is the right one. This is my other Mac, and I got the pop on behind, so we gotta harvest sunflowers here. Somewhere along... Oh. Okay. Oops. Do you believe this guy is weeding currently. I think we should probably finish up what he's doing here for him. Looks like he went a little overboard with the weeding because now there's missing crop. Actually, I don't know if that was him or the guy that frickin' seeded this. It could be a mystery. We do have a lot of harvest to do. We're still actually harvesting some sugar beet over in the top corner. Actually, we're thinking about that. We should probably get that guy going first. I am combining at the same time. This is where my truck is. Where's my unit? Where's my eunuch? I mean, unit. It's kind of like eunuch. I say that by definition because he is, well, he's a bit special. I noticed my one chat window is deciding to wander away on me. Let's just move you down a little bit. I'd rather raid the chat than look at the video. There we go. Alright, so let's find Mr. Tractor. So we got one of them on what's called basically a helper. He's just going to be out there and he's just going to harvest sugar beet while we do more productive things. Now, what am I doing here? I am actually weeding. We're on field 30 here, and as you can tell, that green line, we got to go straight down here, and then I'm going to set them up for. Well, I might do a couple loops here. And maybe a couple loops here, and then I'll maybe quickly do this line too. This piece isn't as critical. I just want to get to the other end, but I mean, I'm here. I might as well. Mine, I did get this lucky. I didn't catch it in time to do the first weeding like this, so I have still weeds in mine. Oh well, not much I can do about it. Well, there is, but there's not much I want to do about it. I could spray it. We're trying to go zero spray or very little spray if I can get away with it. If the weeds get too bad, though, I might have to think about it. Oh, it's just the harrow sound. It has different sounds, though. I know a few of you, or I have had messages with DMs on X.com about if I'm going to be playing the new Farming Sim 25. And short answer currently is no. Simply put, it's a new game and it takes a long time for a lot of mods that I really want to come out. So, probably won't be playing it right off the bat. Just because I would wait till all the mods start coming out and stuff like that. And there's really nothing wrong with Farming Sim 22. I mean, we've gotten, if we're on 97, times that by roughly 2 hours, we're 180 hours of content there. Which, again, you guys can all rewatch at your leisure at any given point. So be sure to keep that in mind. Oh, we're just about to this end. If there's a little sliver of green, whoop-de-doo, we can manage it. That's not a major critical issue. And we will get this guy going back on his own leisure again. Now you can see that strip there. So yeah, the plans have changed again for my work. By the sounds of it, and after oopsie doopsie just today, we are sending it out and getting going on that job next Wednesday. So I will be gone for about 4 or 5 days. I can't tell what has a weed and what doesn't have a weed. This angle sucks. I might have all of it, or I might be skimming in between. I don't know. I'm probably skimming in between, but oh well. I think I'm getting the bulk of it. I'm basically going in between. I'm getting the bulk. So long as Mr. Prissy Pants, and I say that because he is a smug prick, is happy with everything, then we're kosher. We do got lots to harvest. Like there's another, that's cornfield, there's cornfield, and there's another sunflower field, which we're going to try to do all of. We are indeed. And I say that because that is a fair substantial pile of money sitting there. When you consider 39 out of 51, that's 90,000. About 95,000 right there, just in cash flow with those, and then we got 56 and 56, so that's another 112. So yeah, there's another 200,000. We could really use that kind of cash, and of course our books are not balanced right now. We did so well on this one. Of course, we sold so many friggin' bales, right? Which was great. It paid off the debt. That was my main thing. Gotta get rid of that debt. Because I had at one point I had over $1 million. We did slowly knock it down. But then I just got the cash flow, paid it off. I really would have liked to have bought new equipment. But I'd rather be debt free. And for the first time in 95 episodes, we're debt free. So, I'm going to try to keep it that way. And we shall see how it works out in the end. Yeah, for the most part I got it. There's a sliver. And yeah, I did see that guy at 80%. And we'll have to haul that once it's done. Alright. I'll just go back and forth here, and then I'll go back and forth there and just set them going again. Oh, this direction, you can see it. Naturally, you can see it on the opposite direction. I overshot. For a guy that says that he's done this before, he overshot. Alright, this segment's done. How close is Mr. Smug? Mr. Smug is saying 80%. I think it was, what, 78% when we were doing it before, so... I probably should have done that both ways. But I set them up and just did it. I'll finish this first and then I'll go offload dude. Because this won't take long before I can set this guy up for auto. Then I can go dump him. Go dump with the truck. Bring it back. I think we're sitting at about 60% total done on that other one too, so... So yeah, we're close. We're also very close on this one. Like I said, I'll set them up. Then if we have to do a run up that way, who cares? We will. Okay, this time I'm going to, while it's still in the field, turn. There we go. It's beautiful. Okay, so if I go about here, yeah, that works. Actually, let's go back up where the other line is. That way, if it's not 100%, okay, we're just doing donuts at this point. If it's not 100%, whoops, it's fine. Oh, just like real farming. It's a never-ending process. Okay, so if I can turn in and drop it here, I should be able to hire him. And away he goes. So yeah, he's sitting at 81%. That's good, that's good, that's good. That's convenient. There we go, filling it up. So what do we have? Because that's sunflowers. Oh, he's only 51%. Wonder how much this will be once I'm hauled. I want to say this will be a pretty hefty truckload, so... I have a catch on my fingernail if anyone's wondering. Bastard won't come out. That's unfortunate. 20 minutes in and I've already drank one. Oh well. Don't really have my camera positioned correctly, but I'm doing two things at once. I mean, somehow we're still on the road. Look at how tall the frickin' weeds are next to me. That's insane. It's insane in the membrane. That's insane. Got no brain. I don't know where that came from. Came though. Oh. Oh, that's just rude. Oh, that pop in the back was rude. That was very rude. Why? Why was that a thing? Father, can you hear me? Ow. Oh, that was right in the frickin' corner of the shoulder blade. I bet that's the reason why I couldn't frickin' curl a 90-pound weight today. It was stuck. Let's see if I can get this in there. Hey, K-Pacer. I will read the comment as soon as I am focusing more on trying to figure out how to back the friggin' truck up into the pad. This truck don't like backwards. Alright, we can do that. I have a walking floor in this truck, so that's great. Oh, I don't buy packages and stuff. It's all natural. Yeah, believe me, if I really wanted to advertise, it wouldn't be hard. I do own a construction business. 52% hold. Oh boy. Hiya boy. Oh crap. I forgot the main component to this whole scenario. It turns out my truck turns really well. Hoop, hi, ho, ho, ho. I found out something actually. Mack trucks are really like this with the really spongy front end. They really are this loose in the front end. It is wicked. I mean, it is frickin' loose. Had to move a Mack and it was like, I wasn't expecting it to turn like this. You know, with a big truck, you're always suspecting, I'm going to reef on this, and it doesn't jack squat. We actually have a lot of sugar beet left. So I'm suspecting, I'm just putting this out there, that we should get probably about maybe $50,000-$60,000 extra on this one. I think. It says 54% now. That's a promising thing. Yeah, it's actually quite a promising thing. A promising sight. A sight to behold. A sight so funky you can pin a tail on it and call it a donkey. And why did my brain immediately go, donkey? Donkey? Donkey. Okay, so... the other thing is, I actually don't have that much for sunflowers. I also don't own the oil mill or anything like that, so... do have my sorghum and stuff, so I do have some grains. I'm just curious to know. We're hauling to the animal dealer. It's $2.19 per 1,000. Bloom and Gart potatoes and sugar beets $2.13, and it's going up. By the time I actually go and sell my product, I'm suspecting, well, not my product, sell the leftovers, because I'm not keeping sugar beet. It's like keeping potatoes. I ain't doing it. These two should be pretty close. That's one thing I was going to take a look at. Now, yes, start the tractor. Starting tractor would be a good thing. It's still not full yet. Okay. Oh yeah, the animals were breeding, weren't they? They were last time. Yes, got an extra 120 chickens here. 12 and 15. We have still the same amount of sheep as we once had. They're starting to get close to puberty, so we should have a whole bunch of kids running around here soon. That's good. Probably, I'm thinking about it now, but when they get up to about 150 worth, that's when we'll start knocking them off, maybe a little bit, or whatnot. We have 50 moo-moos. They're down on straw. Might have to buy more straw. That's a revelation I didn't really want to have. One of these is not like the others. There it is. Why am I hearing sirens? 3. Alright. And we're back to harvesting sunflowers just as quick as we started. We're off and running. We are off and frickin' running, man. I am most happy. And unfortunately, I do have a grain cart. Don't get me wrong, I do have a grain cart. But until my big tractor is done, I am left without a grain cart. My little tractor just can't move it. So we are stuck with the truck down in the corner right now. That's all we have to transport grain. So I'm hoping, really hoping he's going to finish up soon. What is he sitting at currently? Weeding 87%. He's getting close. We might actually get pretty lucky here pretty soon in being able to get him done, get the harrows back home, and then hook him up to the grain cart. I guess we could use a little tractor for now to get it out here, but might as well wait. I had to bring the harrows home anyways. I do prefer this view. And no, I don't have a very big freaking header for the corn or sunflowers. I don't use it very often. As long as I get the corn rower perfectly in between that line, like the center point, that's usually how we maintain our line in the first place. Not that I've done... Actually, I can honestly say I've never done corn. I've never in my entire life harvested corn. Not once. Which, like I said, is kind of sad. I've done a ton of wheat, tons of barley, tons of canola, a little bit of mustard, which I thought it was canola, to be honest. We were out harvesting this, and probably for the first 2 hours, I thought I was harvesting canola. Until somebody pointed out that it was mustard. Went, well, it looks pretty close. Yeah, it's basically the same plant, just kind of different. We made it to the end of the field. Alright, where's my edge? Oh. So, still not the edge. Definitely not like wheat. Alright. So if that's my point. Yeah, I'm missing it. So my middle point's got to be on that inside row. I want to say that one. But I'll dead center it, even though that's not how you're supposed to do it. You're supposed to put it in between the windrows. Supposed to do it in between. In between. I'll do it like this. Screw it. It works. We have a ways to go. We have quite a ways to go. And yes, I did see the 80%. Until he's right full, I'll be doing this. Could actually bring the truck around and dump it here. Might just do that. And yes, I'm using an X9 1100. Which, like I said, I've never harvested sunflowers either. It's just crops we don't have a lot of around here. I see some farmers with corn, but they don't harvest it. What they do is they just fence it off for the cattle to eat. It's like, they'll figure it out. Technically speaking, it would only be the heads that would be harvested. And anyways, why am I missing it again? Who seeded this field poorly? Probably was me, to be honest, but... Okay, now I'm in between the row. That's fine. Okay, he's full. Alright, so he's full. I must go empty him. I must relieve the stress. Relieve thy stress. So I was looking it up the other night. Well, last night actually. So Streamlabs does not have any windows or functionality or... Did I miss it entirely? Yep. Screens or anything for Kick. So unfortunately I don't have an alert box. So if you follow, just point it out in the hell. Point it out in the box, and I will see what I can do. Because right now it doesn't actually show anything. I do replenish it every once in a while. And yes, I did. Oh, thanks for the extra follow there. I do appreciate that. Like I said, if you guys just put in the chat window that you followed so I can acknowledge it, that would be great. Just because I can't see it. I would love to see it, but I can't see it currently. So it is what it is. I do like Kick. The community and everything with it is really super awesome. A lot better than I was expecting, to be honest. One of these machines is not like the others. One of these machines is one of this one. He's at 91%. I gotta go down to the edge of the field and bring it back. I'm assuming it's this one that is saying he is finished. Ah, I see. I see where this went wrong. So no, he's not finished. No, I'm not driving in the weed field. I would think there would be a edge here. Can I maybe drive down the edge of the field though? Like that, it's still kind of superficial, but I mean, technically I'm not really driving in his field. I'm just driving along the edge. I'm cutting across. That way I can offload my combine. Okay, now I am kind of driving his field. Don't want the brat to scratch your paint job. Like, that's the worst thing that this truck has seen. Again, you guys can rewatch all of it on YouTube on the playlist Farming Sim 22. And I can tell you, this truck has seen things. Things that most should not see. Well, I know where the combine is. You know, that's one beauty about the X9. Is you can damn near reach to the edge of from the field to the edge of the road. That massive frickin' auger on it. FYI, you should never do this with your truck when loading. I am, because it's a video game. Okay, where is Mr. Traction? He even shut the engine off. What a bastard. Okay. Might have to wiggle my bum over a little. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Okay, that's better. Okay, your new job is to go that way. Alright, back to this. Oh, it was down. Alright. Never mind. As long as I can keep this middle guy centered in this row, I should be good. Until I go around the corner, then I'm not so good because I can never remember how many rows I'm supposed to be over. I can probably figure it out. That's 4, 5. Should be in row 5. I guess I could just look, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It is centered at 6. Yep, professional. Can't you tell? Like I said, I've never done this in real life. Well, not sunflower. Actually, I've never used this kind of header. Like I said, we don't usually have crops like this. I mean, we have crops, don't get me wrong. We have lots of varying crops. We don't have any cotton. Cotton is not one of those crops that actually grows around here. Obviously not bananas or things like that. We do have apples. There are some apples around here. Saskatoons for sure. We have tons of Saskatoons. That is one thing I should find in this game if I could do. It's a Saskatoon farm. That would be the ultimate for me anyways. I don't know if there's a mod like that. You know how long it took me to find the feedlots and stuff? But yeah, no, Saskatoon mod, that would be great. And then have the bakery make Saskatoon pies. Man, the screen pops on this one just like the real one does. Oh yeah, we're getting the edge of the map that's always glitchy. I've never figured out why. This part of the map is always glitchy. Oh, we are working our way over. Working our way downtown. It is going to take a while for this field. I'm well aware of that. But I don't think we're actually doing too bad. Did he just do that little piece and then stop? Why? We need that one finished. And Lawrence of incompetence here. Yep, nope, he stopped right. Same spot again. You went 5 feet, bud. Lawrence of incompetence. Like, how freaking hard is it to go straight down here and continue? And I have my finger on the H this time. I have it on the H because if this guy decides to do stupid thing of, okay, I'm done here and turn around, I can fire him. I can fire him a second time. But now that I'm watching him, he's fine. He's fine. He is fine. That is a woman. She is fine. She is. She apparently is just fine. All the other guys before her, morons. Okay, so she's off and running. Looks like she's fine. I think. Mr. Ultra Smug Prick is 91%. Field 6 is 58. I like this guy. He's kind of good. I like the Asian woman too. She is really friendly. Smug Prick screwed me. There's a whole part of this series about Smug Prick. So make sure to check that out, because Smug Prick royally screwed us. I mean, royally screwed us. Took about 3 fields to recuperate from his stupidity. Okay, he's at 92%. We can go back to... In theory, we can go back to this. For, well, a little while anyways. I don't know, I like combining. It's one of those weird things that I like that is relaxing. And that's combining. Seeding, can't stand. I will never say to anyone, hey, I'll help you seed in the spring. I don't like doing it. I don't like doing it. Combining, different. Completely different. But mind you, usually when you're combining, colors in the air, beautiful, smells there, sometimes a little potent, but I mean, it's just, everything is so much better with harvest. But you can't go on and say, hey, look, you know, everything is perfect, a great crop, everything like that. You never jinx it, because guess what? Mother Nature has other plans. Cunning plans. So cunning you can pin a tail on it and call it a donkey. So yeah, until it's in the bin, you have no idea what you're getting. My line is probably all over the map. Yeah, pretty much. Actually, I'm not that far over on that side. That's kind of good. And yes, I did notice again, the other guy is 80%. We are nearly at the end here. This one, I think I might actually be able to get away with doing 3 rounds. Like 3 full freaking rounds. I'm kind of excited by that notion. To do 3 main rounds like I normally do in real life? Oh, that's kind of cool. Kind of ultra cool. Yep, there's the end. There's my little platform I made for the truck to offload. Okay, so in theory, carve straight down this line and it should be fine. As I start veering and wandering. It's no longer fine. It's not fine. I've lost it. Well, round 2, here we go. Oh, 1,200 in wages again. And we are actually halfway down this line, I think. Well, maybe not. But I gotta switch over to him. Then we gotta truck him. I'd only do 2 dumps at a time. And with the title, cleaned out the mothballs. Basically, the combine was sitting for a long period of time. Worker E is done. I want to bet I know where Worker E is. Yeah, you could probably guess. This boy is full. Okay, where is my lovely friend, the worker? There he is. You actually did alright. What the hell? Why'd you stop there? You could have continued. Were you confused by this notion? Like, just go, man. You still got like 6% to do, dude. Can't find good help these days. Do. Waiting for the thing to reload. Do. It finally reloaded. Sometimes it just takes a little bit extra for it to reload. Just reload. Because I just watched my chat bot go reconnecting. That's lovely. Could you stop? Alright. Wow, I get off that road just a little bit, and that's what happens. Oh, crap. I completely forgot about this guy. As I'm over combining, just la 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 la. Sooner or later it'd be object H is blocked. Right, we gotta haul this 90,000 liters of frickin' beet. Boing. Well, I know we're 60% now. We've still got probably, I want to say 8 loads. Like 8 times I have to move this stuff. I think. I mean, he has taken quite a bit off. Oh yeah, he's taken a lot off. That's sweet. No, I'm in the wrong spot. Yeah, he's taking a lot off, but still got a long way to go. The weeds are taller than the hood of the truck. I'd say you can harvest weeds, but the hell would you use weeds for? You can smoke it in your hash pipe. No, don't do that. Alright, back. Back it up. There we go. Close enough. Alright, so think we're probably pretty close on this load to being 60% hauled overall. Like I said, I kind of suspect another 8 truckloads yet. And yes, this is a walking floor. It just comes out of the bottom. 60% on the dot. Okay, that's actually good news. We are getting close. And how is my other friend down here? Back and forth a couple times. There, he's at 97. We are the closest yet. Hopefully, I don't have to go back up, and then I can move him, grab my grain cart. That way, then I can basically just keep the truck in a location and use the grain cart, because I don't like driving the truck in the field. I never did. Well, that and the grain trucks with the tiny narrow wheels, and compared to everything else, tend to get stuck more easily. So if I can hold off from driving in the field too much, like, this is one thing. But I know the irony isn't lost on me. I'm using a truck in a field. It's a little different circumstance though, because sugar beet, you're essentially just topping them and putting them right in that friggin' truck. There we go. Okay, where's our lovely little friend here? There he is. So 97. Guess we see what it's like when they come back. Completely different. Yep, completely different dude. It's a dude this time. Field 30, 97%. Didn't I just say that and read that? No, it's 98%. Get it straight. That's my lawnmower. We're back to comp. Why is it every time I jump back into this, I do that? I don't know how I miss. But I do. I miss all the time. One thing I did do last night after figuring out everything to do with the estimates, as far as I know, I have it off, getting put together now. I did get some of the work on Kick Beta done. Like, we now have panels like the About Us, what I can remember to put on there. We have a few things on there actually, and picture links on most of it, including the donation button. I think that actually worked pretty good for a guy that isn't a artiste or a well, I have creativity, I just not very much of the whole web sort of artsy fartsy thing, whatever that's called. It's not web design, but you know what I mean. Actually cut quite a bit of this field off too so far. It's going super. It's super duper. It's a pile of sunflower. Oh my, look at all the spits. My window's cracked. Damn it. I don't think it is. I think it's just the way the graphics are. There looks like beans over there. wonder if I'll make it down at the end before I need to dump. Because we're already at 78, 79%. There's the siren again. We just randomly have siren right there. Field 30 is finished. Field 30 is finished. Field 30 is finished. Where is my happy little go-lucky dude? Higher. Field 30 is done. The smug prick is completed. We didn't have to do all the other stuff. Holy crap for fertilizing Batman. Oh, frickety frack, guess who it is? I don't think I have a fertilizer. I'm gonna have to borrow. Look at all the harvesting, by the way. Look at all of this stuff that came out. You know what? We're gonna borrow this one. Okay. Oh, field 7. These ones I do want to do badly, and it goes to the spinnery, which is mine. That's all right. Okay. Go back to this screen now that this is all done. Yeah, so we're gonna borrow the items, set them out. He's gonna buy the fertilizer. It's gonna cost us a small fortune. I don't care. But we'll get the smug prick done for $104,000. Actually, we won't, because it'll cost us a small fortune to do fertilization and everything else. We're probably going to make about 40, 50,000 off of it. But I mean, we already made 29 off of just harrowing, so I mean, that's not bad. That ain't half baggy. Alright, I'll bring this guy into the shop, basically. She ain't no half baggy. And yeah, like I said, I don't need to lease any of the equipment for the cotton, because I do have a cotton machine that I'm leasing currently right there. And there's my grain cart. Let's see if I can beetle my way into there with my big ass tractor. Alright, let's see if I can. Yep. Okay, next puzzle. Can I turn around in here? Yes, I can. Look at them apples. Who says you can't use a big piece of equipment like this? This was easy. Look at that. I might want to do some maintenance on her though. Let's see about... I know he said 80%. 99! This is a very tiny Massey Ferguson with frickin' row corrupt tires. With big ass tires on that. Why? Shouldn't you have row crop tires on that too? And no, I'm not going to fill the unit because I got to set up that I'm just going to boy it. Just boy it. And as soon as he gets down here, we'll set him up and he'll be off to the races. Betting on black. There's a lot of cotton here. And I'm really excited because any extra cotton will immediately go into production at my spinnery. Because I own the spinnery. And then it goes to Bob's Needles. I have it all planned. It was all part of the plan. And of course, I actually want to plant cotton myself, so... Okay, I suspect... Alright, hire. Off with you. That's pretty close. That was actually a pretty close guesstimate. Alright, we know that's going to cost a small wallop of a fortune. We can get the grain cart, we can offload the combine, and get going on that one. We have a lot going on. Alright, he is offloading currently. So let's go get this guy fixed up. He's got enough fuel to this. I just want to maintain him a little. Out I come. In they go. Alright. In we go. Repair for $2. Okay, repair for $9,000. That I could see. Oh hell, I'm right here by the fuel tank anyways. Won't take much to fill them. Won't take much at all. Someday I'm gonna have to refill this friggin' tank. Alright. Oh, Chico. It's blah. No Chicos. Man, those trees got really freaking superficially large. That's not field 84. 84 is back here, isn't it? Oops, let me just do a U-turn in the middle of the road there. Yep, just fine. That's why I use big tractors like these. This makes more sense. 84 is back here. Make sure to always stop at your stop signs. Yeah, we've got tons and tons of work here. I like it. That one's soybeans. Cotton. Cotton. I really want to do the cotton ones badly. I really do. I think it's actually quite imperative to do that. Field is this beside me? Field 80. But field 80 is one of the contracts. Yes, it is. Well, as soon as we're done this one, we can zoom over to this one and grab it at the same time, just because I have the same header on it. We can do that. Field 84, though, is a large field. And we're burning through the frickin' fertilizer like it's going out of style, so it's unfortunately only 84%. Oh, well, that would be the reason. Field C is blocked by an object, and I bet I know what that object is. I forgot it. Ah, crap. I know what the object is. It's this! Hi, friend. I have appeared to have forgot my truck out in the middle of the field. Okay, so what are we sitting at total? For these contracts, 5% for him. Field 6 is 65%, and this is only 7. We haven't even hauled any to her. Yep, this guy's just going. We're at 47. Sold products, we're only at 35,000. did sell some decent products the last little bit. Contract 68. Extra harvest income has only been 35 though. We're gonna change that. We are definitely gonna change that. And turn and pivot. Well, I mean, since I'm here, the combine is basically 80%. Let's just... let's dump it. Never walk in front of an active combine. That's a recipe for some serious decapitation comes to mind. Of knees, limbs, head. You basically turn into a Swiss cheese. Did open that auger, did I? Yeah, I did. Let me pour out one. Shall pour this one out quickly. Have some famous. Oh, did I overshoot it? Possibly. I'm sure I can get sunflowers in this cart. I just overshot it. Yep. Figured it out. Sure did. I overshot. So I'm actually only going to miss 2 streams next week. But I'll try to layer it up. We'll do the last bit of Assassin's Creed. Tuesday night we'll do the farming sim, so you won't miss it too badly. And then Bannerlords we'll do on the weekend. As the weekend, we will do that. Don't walk in front of this stupid machine, you idiot. I don't know why I'm determined to kill myself. Because there's lots of little spinny knives in there that do a lot of damage. Now, personally, I've never combined a deer, but I do know a guy that did. I know the field. I know exactly where it happened. Yeah, and like he says, damn deer jumped out in front of him, and the tumbler hit him upside the head, and it just knocked it out and cut its legs clean off and into the combine. That was pretty gross. Like, not pretty gross. That was really disgustingly gross. Of course, you had to clean it out, and we didn't want to contaminate any more of the grain, so luckily enough, the hopper was nearly empty. We just dumped a little bit of grain out on the field because, like, there was crap in it and everything. That wasn't good. It was not good. And of course, I had to be the one to clean it because I'm the one that has the solid, rock solid stomach to be able to do that. It's like, okay, this is pretty gross. You gonna throw up? No, but it's pretty gross. Hey, look what I found. I found a string cheese. That comment, though, that made a few people go, oh, it's not that bad. Yes, it is. I mean, I've sucked up a deer under one of my trucks before. That was gross. And of course, it, like, super cooked it because it was next to my muffler. Yeah, that was an interesting one. Oh, chewing through this stuff left, right, and frickin' center. I'm liking it. I feel like I'm on super mode of getting rid of all my money. The more I go forward, the more money disappears. It's just because guy's fertilizing. I mean, I feel like that would be like that in real life. That would seem logical to me, because I know how much that stuff's cost. That is brutal. Oh, there's the truck. I never even looked. Where is it going? Is it going to the oil mill? Is it going to the Blumengard grains? Like, where's it going? Kind of like ultimately one of those questions that I must have. And pretty soon too, because I'm gonna have to make a load here going sooner or later. And expenses are going up pretty quick. Where is your stuff going? Blumengard grain. Okay. Is it still there? This Mr. Smug Dude is at 12%. Okay, backing out of the field. Let's try this line. Nope. One more over. This line. Really? The plot thickens. You won't rest until your maximum efficiency. No, I just want to make sure that when I'm in the cab view that I can actually hit it. Hit it or quit it. I mean, we are close to that outside edge. Maximum effort. Like, one famous person once said, "I'm touching myself tonight." That would be Ryan Reynolds. Deadpool. Clearly, after 97 episodes, I never got the maximum efficiency before. How many times did he back up? Just a couple. I forgot to look. Is the other guy full yet? Not him. Him. Nope, he is not full yet. I mean, he's close. I'd see the beats from here. He is close. Okay, he's full. So we're at 60% before. Hold-wise, I think I'm only averaging 6% each time. So this should be about 66%. How are we looking on the fields total? For growth, is a good way to do this. Red means it needs to be topped. We still have a pretty good percentage to take off yet. This guy, we're over halfway done our second round. But we still have a bit left. But yeah, we'll do field 80 next. And then we'll go from there. Okay. Almost feel like I should have two of those running, but I mean, we're over halfway done on it anyways. It doesn't make much of a difference now. I'm not sure if we can even get it done tonight. Oh, I am in the field. Because it's already 9:15, right? I usually only stream for 2 hours, but I try to push it, see if we can get it done. Because, yeah, we're sitting at 67%. And we were at 51% when we started tonight. So we've only done basically 11%. Unless somehow hauling this load will magically make a difference. I don't have much fuel, I don't think. I don't think I've produced that much. I'm hopeful and thinking that I have, but I don't think I have. Ditch, opening, I'm not slowing down much. Speed is efficiency. Then, of course, I was supposed to go somewhere tomorrow. That never happened. Things changed with that one, so I should be around tomorrow night. Probably gonna have to work again, so I'm not sure if I'll get much done then. Things went from bad to worse today on a few contracts, so I'm redoing frickin' estimates on them. Life times. Have a contractor, they said. Fun it will be, they said. Yeah, sure. 68%. We are 69% completed. That boosted it 2% by some magic. So yeah, 68%. So we're doing 8% a load. Okay. So we can sort of extrapolate from there. So we're at 68%. That was 8% hauled per load. Another 8% will get us to 76. So we got one load at 76. And then 84 will be 2 loads. 92 is 3 loads. And 100% is 4 loads. We need 4 more loads to finish this. And then whatever else we get. So that is 8 dumps. 8 dumps of him. So we just let him work. Plain and simple, we'll just let him work. We'll let him do him. Actually, 8 more dumps of him would be... I mean, I think that'll be pretty close, actually. Actually. 3% milk. Oh, this guy is slowly getting there. 20%. We will have that one done tonight. Yeah, he's at 70% total. And 8. There's a frickin' sirens again. Okay, who tipped off the fuzz? Yeah, like, what are we doing that's illegal? We're harvesting grain. I think I've told the story before about the one guy that family that called the cops on us when we were combining. So this new family, just in case if new people here or whatnot haven't heard the story from me before, we were out combining wheat around this guy's farm, and this place has been rented out numerous times. Well, they finally sold it to this couple, right? This couple moved in. They're from the city. They have no clue how things will actually work. And we start combining, and it was 7 o'clock when we started, but I mean, we're combining wheat and we're sitting at about 8%. So it's like, man, this stuff is gold, and we just need to hunker down and haul ass, right? This stuff's in perfect temperature, perfect moisture content. No, fuck it, we just combine it off, right? So we open up with the first 2 combines, and we open up with another 2 combines right behind, right? So we do our first round with 4 combines, and for one, they yelled at us because we made too much dust in their yard. And then they called the cops after 10 o'clock. What do you mean there's an object blocking the way? Like, for crying out loud. So yeah, they phoned the cops. And the cops basically told them, going, they're farmers. If the crop is ready, they will combine said crop. Well, how long are they going to do it? Until it gets tough. What will that be? Might be not tonight. Who knows? Well, they constantly hounded the cops till the cops finally came out. By the time the cops actually got out there, we already had half the field off, right? And it's like, okay, did we shoot some straw in their yard? Maybe a little bit, but I mean, there's only so much you can actually prevent, right? So, they said, well, who's the boss? And they went, oh, the guy in Combine 1. So, cousin stops and talks to him and says, yeah, they called us out just to let you know what's going on. And he goes, that is some of the stupidest things I've ever heard. He says, we have to get this crop off. I mean, it's running 8%. And it is basically grade 1, right? It's good quality. And the cop said, yeah, no problem. I'm going to have a little chat with them about phoning. And that was that, right? Next year rolls around. There was an episode of seeding too, but I wasn't there for that one. Don't know all the details of that one. But anyways, we end up combining barley the next year in that friggin' same friggin' field, right? Well, this time they're out there filming. Not because they're interested in the farming practices. No. They are filming because they want to, show the cops this time the damages to their property. There was no damages. Except for one particular combine, because one guy was particularly not real friendly to him. And that's when he backed the combine up and turned on the frickin' threshing. Oh, yeah, it just blew dust into the yard. And then promptly they phoned the cops again. The cops went, quit phoning us. They're farmers. Live with it. You don't own the land around that field. So, you got nothing to complain about. Oh, it is maddening to think about some city slickers going out there going, well, I don't understand. Why are you doing this at 10 o'clock at night? I mean, we actually went all night on that the first time. I think we shut her down at 2 o'clock when it started getting tough. But we already had the crop off by then, so it was like, whatever. Then we left the combines out there, which they TP'd. They TP'd the frickin' tumblers, because obviously, well, X9s have that feature where if you turn them off, after a period of time, the frickin' ladders, you can hit a switch and the ladder goes in. Yeah, they don't know that. So the ladder was in, so they couldn't climb up into. So they just TP'd the frickin' tumbler, which all we did was just rotate it once and it fell off. So it was like, nice job. They're making too much noise. There's a noise law. It's country. There's no noise law. You're not going to disturb the peace. And for the most part, nobody cares. Hey, I'm getting close to being done my second round. Then we'll do a third round. Then it'll go back and forth. Time I'm done my third round, this field should be closing in, I would say, probably should have about 15% of it done by the time I do the third round, because we're 10 right now. This one's 26. 71. He's 80% already. I'm not unhappy by that. I am unhappy by that, though. I remember years and years and years ago when I first started, I was running a MacDon. I wasn't very old when this happened, but I was running a MacDon. I was swathing canola. Because typically, unless you have combine ready canola, most of the time you cut it in 2 weeks, sometimes 2 weeks later. It depends on drying it. Or curing it, I should say. Curing it is better terminology for that. We cut it and then we combine it once the chlorophyll comes out of it, right? So I'm not very old. The guy that was running it was basically, I'd stand on the side of the field and they'd pick me up and it basically free daycare. So I wasn't very old, and one guy says, "Oh man, I gotta burn a town real quick. Do you think you can continue on?" I went, "Yeah, okay, no problem." And I'm working away, and of course, old frickin' MacDon, no frickin' auto steer. So airlines, if you want them straight, it had to be you to do it. And for the most part, I was doing all right. But it had a big suicide knob on this big giant wheel, so I could crank the bitch over pretty good and drop her down, and away I went again. I must have done about, I was going length of the field then. I must have done probably 12 or 14 rows. Just as the guy came back, I got stuck. The sad truth was, the slough was not open. There was no open water. It was dry on top. It had that crustation. But there's, in the part of our field down around, there's a piece of gumbo. And it may be hard and crunchy on top, but if you break that surface layer, you're going to be finding really quickly that there is a very gooey underlayer. And I found that very gooey underlayer. And, oh boy. Yeah, I sunk her. Just as he was driving up. But the best part is that him and the actual owner of the field never said anything to me. It was like, "Hey, it happens." I went, "You're not upset?" And I went, "Nah, it wouldn't have mattered who was driving. Probably would have got stuck." So they just hooked up to it with the pickup truck and pulled it backwards a bit, and out she came, right? And I said, "Well, it didn't look like open water. I feel really bad." And they just said, "Nah, don't worry about it. It's gumbo. It looks hard and crunchy, but as soon as you break that soft gooey in, it starts spinning." And it wasn't like I sunk it up to the axles or anything. I just basically sunk down a little bit, started spinning, and I shut it off. I knew enough not to push my luck. Which was really good, because, yeah, they, like I said, they just pulled it out with the pickup truck, because it wasn't really stuck that bad, and then continued on. I think I did that entire field myself. I can't remember why the other guy went to town, but I just remember I did 12 or 14 rows up and down the field myself, and I think I was 10, maybe 11. I thought it was the greatest thing in the world. Like, honestly, I thought it was the best thing on the entire planet, being able to swath a field myself. I think I was 12 when I ran my first combine. Again, I stand on the edge of the field, they patiently waiting, and they'd come pick me up, I'd hop in the combine, away I go. Free daycare. Worked again. I remember, and this is how I got to be good friends with them too. It's like, "Hey, you want to run the combine?" What? Really? Yeah, you know how to do it. You've been watching me enough. Yeah, you run the combine. We'll go. He says, "I'll go run the truck." He says, "Because you're basically, the cart's full anyways." Well, didn't have a cart. It was just a grain truck sitting on the edge of the field. And I said, "Yeah, sure. I'd be happy to continue on." So I spent I think I spent the entire day out there combining for him. He would drive the truck, dump it, and come back, and I'd fill him up again, and it was fun. That's how I got started doing it. Like I said, it wasn't very old, but it was like... It's hard to explain. It's like it gives you a sense of accomplishment and massive pile of responsibility. Yeah, nowadays it's like, hey man, if you have some time on your hands, can you hop in the combine and come help me do this field? Yeah, sure, no problem. Took me a little bit with this newfangled technology though to figure it out, but this one, like the X9, yeah, fan speed, rotor speed, bam. Basically, it's just ramp your RPM up. There's a frickin' siren again. You typically want to run green to mustard. Ketchup bad. You don't want to run your feed rates into the ketchup too often. Then you basically end up gumming up your frickin' yeah, it'll come to me. Not hash, but the stuff that gets spit out. Chaff, that's it. Chaff is the right word. The chaff comes up in the back. So your spreader bars and the chaff builds up, and then you're hooped. Everything's got to run smooth. So yeah, like I said, I typically, personally, I tend to push it a little bit further than what some guys do. So I tend to run it a bit into mustard, but typically the lettuce is better. And you'll notice too, your temperature gauge right next to it, it'll skyrocket if you push it too far into the ketchup. And actually, I find 10 kilometers an hour, that's running a little fast. Typically, I don't run any further or any harder than like 6-7 miles an hour. So what is that in kilometers? Getting off a little bit here. I can't tell you. Probably about 8 or 9 kilometers an hour is the maximum that I would run. Mind you, it depends on the yields and stuff. Like how heavy the crop is and stuff like that. That greatly depends on how you can push your equipment. Yeah, it also depends on how much you sink. I think we've all gotten a piece of machinery stuck once. I know I have. Well, the swather, when I first started doing it. But even recently, 3 years ago when I was combining, it got the combine stuck. It had tracks on it. I didn't get the swather stuck. We were using John Deere swathers that one year. We'd go around, or I would go around, and I'd swath all the green stuff on the edge of the field. That way it would lower the grade. Oop, we are full. We are full. We didn't make it to the end. Oh, he's also full. So, yeah, I was going to fill this up too, wasn't I? Maybe next time I get ahead of myself again. Yeah, the one time we were combining, and I found that wet spot, and we had actually unhooked the grain carts, and it took both tractors to get it out. And again, I felt really bad by getting it stuck, and the guys just went, pfft. Well, you're not the first one this year, and you won't be the last. The biggest thing is the way we do it and the way we work. It's like, you know what? Nah, it's no one's fault. But yeah, I remember that one year I'm swathing the green stuff because I said, I'll take the swather out and I'll do that job because it's one of the annoying jobs and you gotta be always on point and you gotta be paying attention. And I swathed this one part and it was super green around the edge and I'm going, man, they're really friggin' weird that this is super green like this. Like this, I wouldn't think there'd be a slough here. Oh well, I'm going at it and everything else and realize one of the guys is watching me do this and he says, comes on the radio and goes, not to be a pessimist or anything, but do you realize the rooster tails that the swather's producing right now? I went, what? He says, don't you realize you're swathing a slough? And I come out of it and I went, nope, I did not notice. One would have thought I should have noticed the tires were wet. Nope. Didn't get stuck. It managed to just drive through it. There was enough crasses and stuff built up underneath that it didn't sink. Just sort of floated. Well, it seeded through the slough and son of a bitch, it grew. My dumbass went, her. Yeah, sure, not a problem here. I'll just do this. Sometimes I have moments. Sometimes I have worldly moments. I know what that sound is. That would be the water going on the tub. I'm assuming, anyways. Assuming that's what that sound is. Yeah, no, I still can't believe that I swathed through the middle of a slough, and as I drove away, you could see the water sitting in my tracks, and I'm going, yep, that would make sense, but why did it grow? It was after the recent rain. I hadn't time to, die yet. Oh. Okay, that's close. I think I might be getting a hang of this. This header, anyways. Oh, field 30 is 40%. We are bombing right along. I've spent a pile of cash on that though. Like I said, if I make 50,000 after the fertilizer cost, I'd be laughing. Gotta be some compensation for that amount of frickin' cost. Do. I'm combining sunflowers. Or tons of spits. All I need to do is put some salt in with it as I'm going along and bibbidi bobbidi boop. I can't remember how much that truck can actually haul. Because we've got 25,000 in that cart. I might be pretty close. I might want to think about hauling that. We're actually over halfway down our third round. Here's a problem at the junction of Albuquerque here. I don't think I would mind combining corn, but again, there's just nothing of it here. A lot of farmers around here don't even do green feed anymore. They basically just plant corn, fence it off, and just let the animals eat. And then self-fertilizes, plant corn next year. And repeat. It works. May not be politically correct, but it does work. We've actually got a lot of this field off tonight too. Like I said, I'm not unhappy by how much we've got off. The rounds actually tend to add up more than going back and forth. So, yeah, we're 14%. Like I said, I wouldn't doubt 15 as a good answer. 74 on him and 44 on him. I was going to look at, oh yeah, the smoke guy. There we go, that's what I'm looking at. Same with him. Don't think we're going to get that field done again tonight. I mean, I could probably push it for another extra half hour afterwards, but, I mean, basically, another hour, I don't think we're finishing it. That's why I say I don't really like doing sugar beet and potatoes, because it takes so freaking long. I mean, I can monitor our animals from here. No milk yet today. Our chickens are doing well. Really would like to see some wool again. I need wool so I can, well, I shouldn't say I need wool. I can actually deal with cotton. And the fields with cotton, we're going to be doing those right away. As soon as field 6 is done, we'll be looking at that. I'll get the combine going. If he just poops out bales, who cares? He can poop out all the bales he wants. I can come by with the pickup truck and the trailer. And yes, it will do those. It's a wonderful mod. That's why I say, and that's why I said before too. It's like, well, you're gonna check out Farming Sim 25 for at least a year. I need guys to build me a whole pile of mods before I'll take a look. I got guys building me mods for this, and now I want to build a Saskatoon farm, so, like, you know. Now, if the mods worked from here onto there, yeah, okay, maybe I might consider it. But at the same time, we'd have to start all of this over again, and, I mean, at 97 episodes, that's been a lot of work. It's been a lot of work to get it this far. We are actually getting there. I'm actually getting close to the end of the field, so we're almost done our third round, so then I can zip back down, going the other way. My row all of a sudden disappeared, or did I veer? I still have my pipe out. Did not see that in the mirror. I veered on the other one too. I'm still following it. I apparently never looked through the mirror. Well now. Ain't that a bunch of pickles in a jar? I couldn't figure an analogy off the top of my head, so that's what I came up with. I mean, it kind of works. Shouldn't that other guy be, like, full by now? Nope, no, he is not. We gotta remember to fill up that frickin' truck, too. It's half full, and I don't want to wear it down any further. I might want to... Might as well put the pipe back out as soon as I'm done this row. before I go into the other one and fill it up. I might as well dump, and then I can. Well, now he's 80%. There we go. That answered that question. I can dump that and maybe haul a load. Or the other thing. Oh, he's in the middle of the field now. The other thing that we could maybe think about doing is just hauling it to the farm. We could just haul it to the farm and then truck it from there later when I get my big truck back in order. That might be an option. Just drive it and dump it to the farm and then haul all of it up at once, because then we're not hauling all the way down, all the way back, and then going back and forth 400,000 times. Might work out better if we just haul to the farm, come back, and do it all again. And that way too, if I can haul full loads to Blumengart, and which I want to really change the name, but I can't do that unless, of course, I own the thing. So yeah, we can't really change it too much right now. Yeah, we got 38,000 on here. Either that, or I do truck it straight up. Say L with it, just truck it up and get rid of it. Then whatever's left over in the end, then haul to the farm and keep. I mean, we could do it that way too. So we're done all the third rounds. What did it actually equate to? Contract. It's 49, 75, 15%, exactly on the nose. That worked out. So yeah, I can basically go back and forth down this line now. Turn in here. Yeah, 40,000. I might just actually run this straight up. As I look at it, I think that might be what I actually do. Run the baby straight up to the top. I'm just checking a couple things while I was waiting for everything to offload. Alright. Yeah, that'd be almost super helpful. Oh, he is full. I'm assuming he's full. I don't see him moving. He got like 5 feet and went, I'm full. So let's haul this baby, and then we'll grab the other truck and we'll haul him down. Might not be close enough. Should be there now. Really? Still not close enough? There we go. Now we are. So. Fill up our britches, then we'll go. How much? Thinking about the industry here, because we got industry like you wouldn't believe. Clothes, obviously, I need stuff. These guys are making stuff out of milk left, right, and center, so I'm hoping I can have some butter and cheese to sell some pretty soon. This stuff's all selling, except for the last one. I'm storing it to make the beer. Cut chicken is producing cut chicken. These guys, I want 2,800 liters. I have more than enough to fill this truck. I guarantee this truck is not 2,800 liters. I think the largest one that I own is maybe 300 gallons, which would be just 3.78. So 900, about 1,000 liters. So even yet, that's still not coming close to it. So this is my out of the 4 truckloads I need. This is number 4, and then we have 3 left. So we should be sitting at 76% after this load. So I mean we are getting close. It's just, I mean, what more do you want me to say? It's we're getting close on it. It's just we're not there yet. And how is Mr. Superficial Fertilizer Boy going off here? He is actually doing pretty freaking good, I think. Yeah, we've got 3rd round done there. We've got a lot of cotton fields that really take off here. Like I said, as soon as I get one of these contracts done, whether it's fertilizer, maybe it's fertilizer, then we go off and do the whatchamajigger. You know what I'm talking about. The cotton right away. So we got to fill this guy up. We'll go fill him up at the refinery, which is neither here nor there. Yeah, top up the drink. So that should be 76%. Yes, it is. Sweet. I'll also drive in this way. This is the second refinery. We actually had another one before it. Kind of neat. It was kind of huge, but I love this mod more. Technically, we do have grass that we can cut and silage here, but just too much effort to get this far. Okay, refuel. Okay, we had 2,800 liters. Now I'm curious. I want to know how much it took to fill this truck from half. I want to say 300 liters, but I could be wrong. Okay, industry, diesel, 26. Only 200, so this is only a 400 liter tank, basically. That's not half bad. So I think we've agreed that we're just going to say screw it. We're going to haul the sunflower straight up to Bloomingard. The actual Super Bees are better for this one, but get rid of my Super Bees. Now I just have these trucks. So yeah, we have 3 loads left to haul. At this point, it doesn't look like he's actually done a lot, but I know he has. He's done a huge amount. Okay, this guy is basically clear, but I'm gonna move him anyways. He's just got a flat deck on the back, or the goose. He's got the goose. He's 46% already. This guy's moving. Honey is still there. It's this guy I'm going to drive through the field. And then we're going to haul him straight up to Bloomengard. So he's the first truck in there. He's already got 14,667. It's going to be a heavy load, especially since I took off the load limiters off these. They are full truckloads right now. And I'm not going to swap it out between. Even if I had field 84 and 83, I don't think I'd get rid of this tree line. I do really like this tree lines. And I know a lot of people go, oh, shelter belts are a pain in the ass to maintain. They are. But I'd rather see them. They work better than a fence line to protect your soil. Alright, let's high speed this bugger off onto the road here. Okay, I'm only gonna drive down to the edge of the road here. This one doesn't have the jakes. This is my actual original truck. That's why it's got 9 hours on it. Bunk. This isn't the largest grain cart, by the way. We could get a bigger one. But again, money is kind of an issue. Okay, that's looking full. So we have 42,000. I don't think the pup can handle 42,000. Actually, not that freaking bad. Can it handle 42,000? Hell no. But we have 42,000 total between the two trucks. So if I actually go from here, this is a decent load. So we have to take this to Bloomengard, I believe. I think that's what we said. Bloomengard grain. I want to name it like Cargill or something like that, or Grains Connect, because that's what we have around here. I want to say more Grains Connect. I really like those guys. I really like them. The way they do everything is just so much nicer to deal with. It's who my cousins go through a lot of times now. I mean, it's painless. Painless transactions, and it's like, even offloading, it's just like, okay, here's your key card. Punch your key card in. What are you dropping off? What code? Boop, boop. Okay. Proceed to dump. You'd go in there, dump it, and drive away. Hit your key card. Punch in your frickin' code again, and off you go. It's literally that simple, and it's just like so easy. And basically, at the end of the day, he could, or whatever, when he decides to do his transaction, he's just like, okay, money's in your bank. That's it? That easy? The hell? And it's not like this preferential treatment, like, oh, I know the owner, nudge, nudge, I get better deals. No, they actually treat everyone equally, which is fantastic. Contract 6 is 79%. There is hope to actually finishing that stupid one soon. And like I said before, we are streaming on 2 places. We're streaming over on YouTube. And of course, if you want to rewatch any of the content, it's all in playlists that are properly labeled to the games that we're playing. And of course, we've been streaming for over a year now, and we have about, what did we figure the other night? Over 1,000 hours of content for people to binge. Like, I mean, that's ideally what everyone wants to do. You want to binge stuff. So, I implore you, binge watch my playlists. And then send your friends over to binge watch our playlists. Okay. Truck first. and because it always hits the pop. I actually didn't on this one. Holy crap, this one didn't hit the pop. This actually works better with the pop on this one. That's interesting. So, yeah, I implore everyone to go check out YouTube and hit the subscribe button over there. That one's 6%. And, of course, we're also streaming over at Kick now. And make sure to hit that follow button, as we're working our way up to getting a subscription status with that one. And it's actually not a bad little site. Glad I stumbled upon it, because, you know, Twitch, you can spend your whole life on Twitch and still not get affiliated, because there's so many of the big guys that just take away everything and doesn't leave much for anyone else. But Kick's different. Kick reminds me of basically Grains Connect. They work with everyone. It's not bad. One full truckload, 12%. I'm surprised it made it through the doorway with the frickin' pup still coming down. I might just leave the pup on this truck for now. That works pretty smooth. Oh, can you hold on for a... No, you won't. We will just go over there and dump him now, because it's better to have him finitoed. Finished. I'd rather have this job done than drive around with the other one. And of course, if you do follow on Kick, let me know. Either send me a message on X, and or while we're live streaming, send me a message while we're streaming, and just say, hey, I like your content. I hit that follow button, because I appreciate it and I would like to thank you for it. I mean, I do it on YouTube when it actually pops up, which is kind of rare. It actually doesn't pop up as often as one would think. Like the old style YouTube before Google took it over. Anytime you hit the subscription button, it went beep, and it told you the user's name. Now, unless you're like verified, it doesn't do anything. It's like, I don't know if these are real or not, or what, who, or people watching, lurking in the background, because I know I have a few of those. Nothing wrong with that. I do the same a lot of times. Alright, let's get this guy rolling. Yeah, X is, if you want to keep track of what I'm doing and what's going on, and even if I don't mention it while I'm streaming or whatnot like that, X is a good way to keep track of what we're doing. And of course, that's in the description below on both of them. And on Kick, it's actually part of the panels. So yeah, just hit that follow and DM me or message on the boards, or you know, all that good stuff. And hit the follow on X, and you get to keep track of what's going on and things like that. We are actually trying on X to get a subscription base. Got verified at least, so that's a positive. And with it too, we're going to try to do a subscription only stream at some point, if we actually do get it and everything goes through, not just pending. It takes forever once it's pending. Yeah, so you know, you pay a little money on it, and all of a sudden you get to join in on a exclusive live stream. I mean, that's the hopeful thing. That's what I'm trying to work towards. And it's going to be the same thing with Super Chat. They're going to be linked with YouTube too. It's like, you know, if you do X amount, we can do server or something or things like that, we've got time to think about it. I also want to do a merch line at some point. I am working towards that too. I did find a visual editor, and they're the ones that actually did a lot of the work on Kick for the panels. It modified those for me, and they did not want their name out there, so I'm not going to tell anyone who it was, because they said if they really like the images in that, then maybe they'll think about it. But for right now, they just want to keep it keep it simple, stupid. Basically, they just want to be kept anonymous. And hey, you know what? That's fine too. I don't have anything negative to say about that. Yeah, barely made that one, didn't I? Oh, truck is 22,000. That pup's a little far away there. Okay, there's a smidgen in there. Okay, that's what I was looking for, because the other one's still rolling. Let's try for... Nope, not that one. Let's try center on this guy. Yeah, that works. Just zooming down here. And I'm just new to Kick, so if I'm missing something or whatnot, just message me on X or whatnot, and kind of teach me the ways, because I'm, like I said, I'm basically a virgin noob on Kick. So if there's anything I missed, or you guys want to, any extra stuff, or information put on the panels or stuff like that, let me know, because I am very much interested in updating and making it work better. Same as YouTube, I'm still working on it too. And Discord, we just got a Discord server up and running, and we're still getting everything figured out on it. It takes time, and a lot of times, unfortunately, I don't have time. So if there's any cool moderators out there that want to help out, or editors or whatnot, drop me follow me on X, and shoot me a DM and get in contact with us, because it would be appreciated. Like I said, my last editor, great guy. Great guy. I have nothing against him, but has health problems, and wish him the very best. And he was trying to stress out and try to figure out how to do everything on our side and whatnot. I just said in the end, but your health is more important, and we would appreciate it more if you just relax, send us updates on how your health is doing, and go from there. But don't worry about trying to do the editing. If you feel up to it, maybe, but don't worry about it. I'd rather hear somebody's health is improving than them stressing out about trying to do our crap. I'm not that kind of person. I'm sure his family would appreciate him hanging around a little longer than him stressing out and his health decline further by trying to do some of our stuff. No, I don't feel right about that. And no different than construction. Health comes first, family comes second. If you have a family matter that you have to attend, not an issue. We'll figure it out. But when it comes to everything else, no, we have to be very particular in what we do. Gotta have some morals somewhere. Work is always at the bottom of the list. Don't get me wrong, I love my job. Even though some days like today, holy crap. I'm not even going to go into details. It's not really your interests in it, but I can say some interesting issues arrived, and I'm not happy about them. Things that make me really question things, especially about certain people. Well, that reminds me, I gotta phone my one contractor buddy tomorrow and see if he can make me up some stuff and what it would cost. That's the beauty about having friends. Like, we can install the stuff, that's not a problem. It's just if he could make it up for me. That's the first down. Now let's sort of see if I can. That one? Tongue was sticking out on that one too. It's like, frickety frack. Don't turn back. I haven't seen 80% or anything on the other one again. I don't know if he's working on it still or what. So what's going on with this? That one's 76. He's 82, and we're at 20%. Nope, he's still going. We are close. I mean, in a relative way. This guy is doing pretty good. We're actually not doing too bad either. We went from basically 5% tonight to 20%. In the meantime, we're doing everything else. So that's 50% right there. I might make it back. Ah, there we go. He's 80% again. Every time I think about, I haven't seen if he's still working or not. Yep, all of a sudden it pops up 80%. I did say we're chewing through the ground pretty good. 84 is 20% completed. 12% hauled. Truck is already 0.5% full. 0.5%. Yeah, like 0.5% is a 50% full. It's a 0.5% full. I was thinking it's half full, that I added a percent to the end of it. Because, you know, my brain works good. Meanwhile, everyone watching is going, 0.5%? The hell is a 0.5% full? You literally got like 2 freaking sunflower seeds in the back of the truck? Like, what the hell? No, my brain went, well, the truck is half full. And percentage-wise, without even thinking about it, it was like, okay. Oops, I'm missing some stuff here. I had a message pop up. I don't know. Okay. Oh, C is full. Alright. Done with our combining. Now we need to zip over and... Oh, we'll also need a truck, but that means we're also down to 2 loads left before we can finish this contract and get on to something a little bit more productive. Overshot. Dum 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 dum. Okay, 2 truckloads left. Means 4 more dumps. 30, field 30 is 80%. We might actually, if I push it just a little bit longer and stream a little bit longer tonight, we might actually get there. We freaking might. We might be harvesting cotton yet tonight. I mean, I'm also pushing it longer too to try to give you guys a little bit more content, but like I said before, if you guys are new here and you haven't been around for very much, I actually keep everything organized in playlists, and there are over 1,000 hours of content sitting in those playlists. So I implore you to go binge watch. Go binge watch. Not many people can say actually that they have about 1,000 hours of content sitting out there. And we are growing. I appreciate everyone that's coming and following, and hit that subscribe button, as it all does help. It's the best way to support the channels, is hit the follow button, hit the subscribe button on YouTube, as it really does help us grow. And of course it also helps us produce better content for you. And that's what we want in the general scheme of things. We want to give you the best content we possibly can, even through all the frustrations of playing Assassin's Creed. Holy crap, there are glitches and some of that stuff. And the worst part is, I remember those glitches from when I played them 12 years ago. Actually, Assassin's Creed, the first one, was older than that. And you know what? The same glitches were in there. I know for a fact that I've finished Assassin's Creed 2, Brotherhood, Revelations, Assassin's Creed 3, see, 84%, we're good there. I finished Assassin's Creed 3. I did not do the DLCs. I think I started, because I had never played Washington, Tyranny of Washington, never did that one. Liberation, I think I played halfway through and just went, this is pointless, and never got any further. Black Flag I did. Black Flag was finished. Syndicate I finished. Valhalla I finished, obviously. Odyssey I finished. But there was a few in between that I didn't play, so I mean, if I haven't played it, I haven't played it, right? And it's like, and I'm gonna play all of them again for you guys, so be sure to check that out. And again, if you haven't been around or whatnot, don't feel bad, but go rewatch it. Assassin's Creed, it's the playlist Assassin's Creed, and it's all of them from start to finish up to the point where we are. We got a long ways to go, so it gives us lots of content. But there's also another series or two out there. Like there's the Starship Troopers one that we've did the full playthrough on that one, as all through all the frustrations and crap. And of course, we also did Sniper Elite, so you can from start to finish on that one as well. So there is tons of content out there, and of course, no different than this one. One of these is Combine. That is not what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for. So yeah, there's a lot of content out there, so I implore you to binge watch. 97 episodes of Farming Sim. Bannerlords, it's actually two-part. We started with one, and then I actually had the developer show me how to set up the specific beta for the mod we're running, and I mean, works great now. And it actually is still part of the original story. It's just slightly different. There's a few mods to it, and I mean, it's awesome. So I have redid it. I redid it all, and we were doing pretty good with Bjorn in the first place, and now we're back with Bjorn again, except we did things differently. One, I didn't woo my wife like I did the first time. This time I just bought her. Worked out in the end because she's fucking kick-ass. Like, I mean, I'm, like, Bjorn is something. My wife is amazing. She's an amazing fighter. We have two children now, so that's something. Like, we are, for Bannerlords, we are moving right along. We're doing fantastic in that game. We've taken Varnapol, Farsheg, the little mariachi thing in the corner, and Apicote, which is one of the major cities. So, we're actually doing pretty good. We actually killed off one of the factions that is fighting against us, so I think there's only 12 or 13 factions fighting us, which is nuts when you think about that. That is one hell of a freaking word salad when you think. When you start thinking about it. But I mean, Bannerlords is one of those cool games. It's a top-down strategy game, except when you go into fights, then it's like, you know, way more strategy yet. I freaking love it. I love that game. I loved Mountain Blade. The original Mountain Blade, I freaking loved. And I absolutely 100% fell in love with Bannerlords. It is a awesome game. So if that's something that you guys are interested in, make sure to hit that subscribe button and the follow button on Kick Beta, so that it tells me that you enjoy it as much as you like Farming Sim. Why did I put the pipe out? Or did I have the pipe out the whole time? These are the questions, really. Okay, it's only weeds. It's fine if I drive in this field. It has not been seeded. Okay, that should be far enough. Pipe out. I'll back up just a touch. There we go. So I can basically go down and back and then dump. That's not bad. You really can't complain about that. How are we situated with all the rest of them? And we have taken a lot off tonight. And I know it doesn't seem like it, but we took a lot off. What is field 83? Do we know what field 83 is? Yes. Soybeans. Okay. Field 80 will do, and that's more sunflowers. But we'll work on field 17 and field 7. 17 and 7. 7 is there, 17 is there. Both are decent. Decent, Jimmy. Decent. Bonk. Well, maybe we can dump a little bit in this pup and not have like 4 frickin' sunflowers in it. It will take all of it easily, and then another one. Because I think the pup can actually hold quite a bit. Okay, I'm stuck on the hitch. Oh, we're not actually that far. We'll do another one, but... Okay, let's take a look at the rest of them. That's the combine. He's got to be getting close. What is contract-wise telling me? He's 88. Let's push out and get this one done, and let's move on to a cotton field. Field 86 is 87%, and we're at 21% with Zoe Scott. Oh, I so want to get this field done. So, want to get done. Okay, for now, I'm actually going to check out a couple things. Bear with me for a second or two. I like how all the ones that are saying, if you need help with your stream, on X, that, yeah, the one thing about that is I have a lot more followers than they do, except the one. The one's got way more, obviously, but I just find it funny. A lot of the ones that say, I will help you grow your stream. Dude, I've got way more followers than you do. I'm not even bragging. That's just visualization. I can visually see that. But I mean, since I started doing Kick, I must admit, both channels are growing a lot better with that. So I really like it. I do. I really like it. Look at that, I can even type. I did that wrong. Boom. Oh, it's got community guidelines. Look at that. No nudity, no pornographic. I mean, I'm streaming games. Protection against minors, yeah. Violence, hate speech, yep, gotcha. Terrorism, gotcha. Self-harm, yep. That's why I say, even like real life, don't walk in front of the combine when it's on. Doxing, yep. Betting, ain't no betting. Fraud, yeah. Game hacking, I don't game hack. Lawlessness, yep, yeah. Gambling, and okay. I mean, guidelines make sense to me. I don't even, other than the current mods that I'm currently using on this game, it's not game hacks. Anyone can do it. I'm not getting ahead further. I have done some of my own modding before. Nothing that I actually published though. I just never thought of publishing any of it. Like, the one mod I made was I made basically a little manhole cover that looked like a cistern, or a poop shack, basically. That was it. It looked cool on my end, alright? Is it on this one? No. That guy just sprayed a bunch of beats on the hood of my truck. Swine. How much I gotta clean beet juice out of my truck now? Hey, this guy's getting close. 93%. Heck yeah, bud. Heck yeah. I don't say heck very often. That feels weird. Alright. Pipe in. down. Get down. Let's try this. This line? This line looks good. I think we can manage this. It always feels weird when even in real life, when I start combining. This feels normal because you can still have a relative sense of things when you're way there. But when you're in the middle of the field, it feels so weird because you think that it's going to be endless and you're going to spend all your time in the middle of the field. When you're getting close to the ends, even when you're leaving the end, it's like, yeah, man, we're getting somewhere. This is great. No, as soon as you get in the middle, it's like no man's land. This sucks. That's why sometimes I really enjoy having a slough in the middle of the field, because it's just something else out there. I mean, combining corn and sunflowers, you have a relative sense where you are because of the rows. But, I mean, you can still lose yourself, right? He's 95%. We're getting close. We've spent a bio. Oh, yeah, look at that. We have spent $50,000-$60,000 on fertilizer. Like I said, I'm going to be lucky if I actually make freaking $40,000 off of it after it's fertilized. So you look at the freaking bill and you're going, yeah, $104,000. Cool, I'm going to make quite a bit of money. No. You've spent a pile. I am pretty happy, though, that I can go down and back and dump. And it actually makes a huge difference when you look at this. Zoop. Oh, that's freaking awesome. We are close on that one. This guy's really close. Like I said, as soon as he's done, we're going to start a cotton field. We're going to get going on that. Like I said, that one, you don't have to really harvest it. It's basically you go back there and you pick up the bales after it's done. Send it to the spinnery, which is freaking awesome because the spinnery is one of these right down here. It is that one. And it's mine. It's all mine. My precious. Now that I've disturbed everyone. As everyone's going, this guy's nuts. Nope, it's late at night and I'm tired. That's the difference. I get goofy when I get tired. At some time we will go back to Grand Theft Auto when everything settles down again. Like my summers are usually fucked up. That's normal. It's my work season. Which is fine. I mean, it is honestly fine. Man, I was all over with the lines on that one. I don't know if I should be actually over here or... Doesn't take much to get off on a tangent. I don't know. Actually, my line hasn't got off on a tangent. What the hell? Was it off on a tangent before? Must have been. Yeah, that is filling up pretty good. Like how the shafts even vibrate now. That's awesome. Basically, the best way I can describe how they work is basically like two PTOs on either side. Best way I can describe them. Alright, 41% and turn. Let's see if I can make this any better. I stick that one in that row and be fine. No. So my line is out by that much. That'd be fine if I pegged it right in the middle, I think. That screen glitches just like the real one. What the hell? What, they made the screen glitch to make it basically feel authentic? It's the question I have, it's the question I have no idea, but it's weird. Totally weird. I know the guy should be full by now. Full, I'm telling you, full. It should be very full. Fully. Field 30 is finished. Where is Field 30? He's only 56%. What the hell? Higher. Contract is finished. Why spend more money than I have to? Okay, down we go. Field 7? No, let's do 17 first. Accept contract. Field 17. As I just stand in the field. I'm looking for this guy. I've not used him in a long while. To me, driving this thing, I know like what combines feel like, but I would find this thing like a frickin' cab over. I don't know if I like it. Cab overs just freak the hell out of me because they're just like right there in front of the road. Freaking weird. So we did actually make about 40,000. So on the plus side, we should be in the green. Want to say we're in the green? Are we in the green? We are not. We are not in the green. We're still in the black by $5,000. Okay. Everyone out of my way. Big giant baler coming through. Basically what it is. So this thing basically, on the outside, if you want to look, cotton comes in, basically gets sucked up, and basically chewed up. It gets blown into this big freaking hopper in the back, which I'm going to raise now and get ready. And then it compacts it into a square bale. John Deere's actually do the round bales. It's basically a giant baler. This one does big square ones. And honestly, I don't know what the difference between the two is. They seem exactly the same. They do the same job. Okay, so field 7 and field 6. No, that's not right. 17 and 14 are both cotton. Is 14 on here yet? Yes, it is. So we do 14 right after. So yeah, we'll just basically let this guy go back and forth and suck up all the cotton while we do other fun things. Like I said, next Tuesday, since I'm leaving Wednesday, we'll stream at that point our farming sim, just so we have content basically, as my brain works out, covered for Wednesday. Then we're only missing Bannerlords for Friday. It is what it is. If I can get the job done sooner, I'll be back sooner, but I question it highly. Is cotton magically back or what? See, it with this, it doesn't get rid of the plants, it just sucks the cotton up. Off with you. Do my bidding, red machine. No, I did not buy this one. If I actually bought one, it'd probably be the John Deere, because it's a little bit more horsepower, a lot more fuel, and capacity wise the square bales are larger, way larger, but the round ones are nicer to work with. So I don't know. 847,000 though. That's a steep frickin' bill to pay. Okay, this boy is going to be full here soon. I can see the stack on him. It's getting close to 11 o'clock my time. We went above and beyond what we normally do. How full are you? 97%, huh? Yeah. I'm afraid I ain't going to get there tonight. So I'm just going to end it here. Hope you guys have enjoyed, like I said before, and will continue to say as I dump this guy in the background. If you are new here or you've been around for a while and you haven't hit that subscribe button, think about hitting that subscribe button. It's below the video with a husk girl in the bottom right corner. It's basically like churros. My husk girl is basically puking up sugar beets. He ate way too many of them. So if you see him, smack some sense into him and push that button. And of course, on beta, make sure to hit that follow button, as it really does help us grow as a channel and everything else. And of course, you can also check out all the stuff in the descriptions below and the panels on Kick. And yeah, join X, join Discord. That way you can keep track of what our plans are, where we're going, doing all the fun stuff. And yeah, we'll see everyone on the next stream. Probably maybe tomorrow night. I don't know. We might try to do some more tank simulator repair dude stuff. Manly things. Shall do manly things. Many manly things. But yeah, I will keep everyone posted on x.com, so make sure to check that out as well. And we'll see everyone on the next stream. Take care, and thanks for watching.